Hello, today I'm going to show you how to install Windows 98 on Microsoft Windows Virtual PC 2007. First, create a virtual machine for Windows 98 and a virtual hard disk for it. Then go to CD. In this video, I'm going to boot from the real CD, so I'm going to use my physical drive E. And my computer has a little trouble doing that, so I have to also read a floppy image in one of these folders. Yeah, so double click the floppy image if you have to, and use physical drive E if you have the Windows 98 disk, and then hit reset. Now we're at the Microsoft Windows 98 starter menu. Start the computer without CD-ROM support. Now that we're at the A prompt, type in fdisk and hit enter. Choose Y and hit enter. Choose Y and hit enter. Now choose 1 and hit enter, and choose 1 and hit enter. Now that you see we have two partitions, you want to delete both of them, but you have to delete the primary DOS partition because that's what we're going to install it on. So if you have a partition, go to choose number 3 and hit enter, and then choose number 1 and hit enter, and choose the partition you want. In this case, I'm going to choose 2 because it takes up more memory, and it isn't. And if it says it's not a primary DOS partition, you can choose 1 and do that, but I made a little mistake. So once again, 3, 1, and 1. Hit enter for no volume label. Choose Y and hit enter. And now you see it's deleted. Now press escape. If you have another one, delete another partition. And choose, if it's an NTFS, choose 4 and delete and hit enter. And choose partition 1 or whatever the partition number is. Hit Y and hit enter, and it's deleted. And then press escape to continue, and then create a DOS partition and choose which is 1, and then hit enter and choose 1 and hit enter again. Now it's verifying the drive integrity. And this may take a little while, but it's not that bad. Choose Y and hit enter, and now it's verifying the drive integrity again, but this one it'll go faster. over here it says you must restart your system for changes to take effect. And now you have to format the drive. The drive is drive C, so we have to reset. Click yes to reset. And start computer with CD-ROM support. Now that we're at the APROM, type in format C drive. And hit enter. Choose Y and hit enter. And now it's formatting. This may take a while, so I'm going to pause right now. I'm going to be pausing whenever it's taking a long time to complete something in percentage. So I'm going to pause now. Now that you see format is almost complete, I'm going to explain the next step. If you remember, whatever the diagnostics tools were loaded into, in this case it's drive D, when you finish formatting, it says over here, almost at the top of the screen, the diagnostic tools were successfully loaded into drive whatever the drive is. Now it's calculating the free space, but it won't take several minutes. Now hit enter for no volume label. And now at the A prompt, type in D drive to switch to that drive. And now when you're in the D drive or whatever drive the tools were loaded into, type in setup.exe and hit enter. Hit enter. It's gonna run scan disk. If you don't like waiting for scan disk to load, you can go to exit, but I will. Once it's done, when you're in the view log is highlighted, just hit the right key to go to enter and hit enter. Right key to go to exit. Now it's copying the files for Windows setup. Now you can click on the mouse and move it. Go to continue. And it's setup is preparing the Windows 98 setup wizard. Now you select the directory. In this case, it's C drive Windows. Now it's checking for installed components. This won't take too long. And also wait for the next bar to finish loading below it. The next bar is checking for available disk space. Choose a typical setup. Install the most common components. You can change your computer name. I'm going to change it to Guinea Comp. And hit enter. Next. Go to next. Choose the country you live in. In this case, I live in the United States. Click next to create a startup disk. You have to click next, but if you don't have a floppy, just click cancel. And just hit OK. And now I'm going to pause right now because it's copying the files needed. And this may take quite a while. So I'm going to pause because it takes like about 10 minutes. Now that it's almost done copying all the files for Windows, wait till you get to the next screen. Now at this screen, release all the disks and hit OK, and then it'll reset. So this is where I'm going to end. I'm going to end right now.